All right, everybody, welcome back. You know what we're doing here, right?
It's time for another deep dive.
You got it. And today we're going deep on a story all about friendship.
Oh, I love stories about friendship. What's this one called?
It's called the Friendship Field Day.
Sounds fun.
It is. We meet three friends, Niko, George, and Lionel, and they decide to have a field day in Niko's backyard.
Nice. What kind of stuff do they do?
Oh, they've got all sorts of classic field day activities planned, like races and obstacle course, and, they got to have a prize at the end, right?
Of course. What's the prize?
A big, delicious chocolate bar.
Ooh, that's a good one. Makes you want to try hard to win right.
Definitely. But that gets me thinking, is winning really everything?
That's a great question. I think this story's going to give us some clues. What happens first in the field day?
Well, they kick things off with a good old-fashioned sack race.
Classic. I can already picture it.
So you've got Niko right, and they're trying to hop in a sack, but it's way too small for them. Oh. Yeah, it's hilarious. They're practically tripping over their own feet, giggling the whole time.
Oh, that's cute.
Then there's Lionel hopping along like a kangaroo. They're a total sack race natural.
Looks like we've got a front runner. What about George?
Oh, George.
Yeah.
Well, George starts cracking up watching everyone else. I mean, they're laughing so hard they just fall right over. Can't even stay in the sack.
That's awesome. Sounds like they're having so much fun, even if it's a little chaotic.
Totally. And you know what's cool? Even though Niko's having a tough time, they don't give up.
That's the spirit. It's about more than just winning sometimes.
Exactly. Okay, so next up, they move on to the obstacle course.
Ooh, an obstacle course. I love those.
Right. This one sounds pretty epic. Niko's determined to win. They're even crawling under chairs to go faster.
Wow, that's dedication.
And then you've got George. Right. Well, George is having a little bit of a clumsy day.
Uh-oh, what happened?
They accidentally knock over a broom, which just adds to the craziness.
I bet everyone was cracking up.
Oh, for sure. But the best part is Lionel. They get stuck in a hula hoop.
No way! Stuck in a hula hoop. How do you even...
I know, right? It's the funniest thing. They're trying to wiggle free, and everyone else is just losing it.
I can just imagine it. What did they do?
Well, everyone's laughing so hard they could barely help. But, eventually they manage to get Lionel unstuck, and the obstacle course continues. They're a good team.
That's what friends are for. Okay, so what challenge comes after the obstacle course?
It's time for the water balloon toss.
Ooh, that's a good one.
But there's a twist. George throws their water balloon a little too enthusiastically, and it ends up splashing right in Lionel's face.
Oh my goodness, a surprise water attack. Was Lionel upset?
Not a chance. They thought it was hilarious, and you know what they did?
But
They started a giant splash fight.
that's amazing. I love how this story shows that sometimes the best kind of fun is unplanned.
Totally. So they're all soaking wet, but having the time of their lives really proves that sometimes it's not about the competition at all.
Yeah, they totally forgot about trying to win and just embrace the fun. Okay, so what's the last challenge in this epic field day?
The grand finale is a relay race. And for this one, they decide to work together as a team.
I love that. Teamwork makes everything better.
Right. So their task is to carry an egg on a spoon all the way to the finish line without dropping it.
That's tricky. I bet that took a lot of concentration.
It did. So Niko starts things off running super carefully, but then, they trip and the egg goes flying.
Oh no. Poor Niko. That must have been disappointing.
It was. But that's where the teamwork comes in. George and Lionel are right there to help. They pick up the egg and super carefully carry it the rest of the way.
Oh, that's so nice of them. See, even though there was a fumble, they were able to recover because they had each other's back.
Exactly. They might not have been the fastest team, but they finished the race together, and that's what matters.
You got it. So did they finally get to enjoy their chocolate prize after all that?
Oh, yeah, they sure did. They all gathered under a tree to share the big chocolate bar, and George pipes up and asks, "So who won?"
Oh, that's a big question. Who did win the field day overall?
Well, Lionel just smiles and says, "We all did."
I love that. Such a good answer. It really wasn't about keeping score. It was about having fun and being good friends.
Right. It makes you think about what really matters when you're playing games with your friend.
It does. Like, is it more important to win every single game, or is it about laughing and making memories together?
That's something to think about. What do you think?